Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel and some OP replays for you. We have two OP replays where both of these replays, the ending is spectacular. Literally, the ending is just like, wow, what the hell has happened? The first up, we are going to watch Azam. From the NX Gen clan. We've been seeing these guys an awful lot on the channel recently. They've been having a few good games over the last few weeks in their clan, and I've pretty much got, I don't know, 4 or 5 of these guys over the last sort of 2 weeks. So GG for the NX Gen clan. So first up, we are in the Jaeger. Now, pay special attention to the T57 heavy on the enemy team. Now, the T57 is just an average player. He's only 50% win rate and he's only 1200 average damage. And this is where I always say it doesn't matter on a player's win rate, because he actually has the game of his life, and we're going to see that towards the end. So as you can see, most of the team have gone left on the red team, some have gone right, so they could potentially push the right side of this map. You got the Foch up there, and he's not in a great position, showing his lower plate at that angle is not good at all. So there's one shot. There goes the AMX-50B. The T57 is has started his damage, and there's one kill. So the team is 1 tank down already. But yeah, this Foch is just making it so much easier for the red team. And of course, the IS-7 is now pushing up. And when you're in an IS-7, probably not good to push the 3 super heavies in tier 10, a Jaeger, a VK, and an E100. But he is just sitting there, and he pays the price. So that's 2.3k damage done at the moment. The T62 could be a little bit of a problem, but look, this IS-7 just doesn't care. He just wants this shot out, and he's literally again going to pay the price. And was that worth it? Was that worth it? All for one shot? He literally has lost all of his hit points, and there is 2 tanks down. Little devil there in the grill just complaining, GG team, it's not over yet, it's not over yet. And nice use of the HE there. Again, I always say it, 200 hit points, just over 200 hit points, and our guy is still not afraid to use the HE, and it clears him. So now they've got it down to a 4 versus 4. However, the entire of the last enemy team have now flanked around, so they need to go for these tanks before they get around, before they get behind. And the FV215B has taken a nasty shot, and he's going to take another nasty shot, and before you know it, he is a 1 shot, and hopefully the E100 can clear him. And there you go. When 3 super heavies are working well together, then anything can actually happen. So it's a 4 versus 3. Now the T57 has now taken care of the T57 on his team to bring it down to a 3 versus 3, but they have to be very, very careful. They need to focus fire, and they need to move quickly before the T57 comes behind. And I love the fact that he's willing to risk taking a bit of damage to try and clear one of these tanks, and that was unlucky, but at least he still managed to get the shot off. So he's on 5,500 damage. There goes the VK. The T57 is still being a nuisance, and remember, this is just a 50% player. So before you guys go over there and look at people's win rates and say, he's a noob, yeah, noobs can carry, and just because their win rate is low doesn't mean that they are noobs. Sometimes it means that it took them a lot longer to learn the game before anyone else, and sometimes you've had thousands of battles before you start earning sort of learning the game, and before you know it, it's then a struggle to up your win rate because you've had so many battles. So fair play to the T57. He does an amazing job. So nice bounce there, 2,300 blocked damage. That's not something, I mean, you can block damage in this tank. I'm not a lover of this tank, to be honest. For me, it's boring. Yeah, it's got a nice gun, it's got nice penetration, and angled correctly, it has nice armor. But the T57 unfortunately bounces a few shots there, does get that shot in, but now he is on a big reload. Now our guy here has the decision to make. Does he go and push on the T57? He's on 3 kills and he's on 8,100 damage already. These 3 shots long reload, and now that's the only downfall about this this battle. Not quite sure what he was doing, but basically he's just let the T57 reload. But I don't know why. He might have been doing something, I don't know. But he does get a nice shot in on that T57, but of course the T57's got 2 shells, 1 shell there, 1 shell left, and he does penetrate all 3 of them shells. So now they are both a 1-shot. 8,900 damage, and this is now where it gets interesting. And again, well played to our guy here in the Jaegeru. He could have easily made a mistake here, and this is the problem with the Jaegeru. If he was going to now go up here, then and the T57 could easily get behind him, because it's so slow and because it hasn't got a turret, then that could be dangerous. And even if he goes right, then the T57 could come left and just get behind him again. So he knows this, and I love the fact what he's doing here. He's just looking at both of these angles. He's looking to the left, he's looking to the right. Surely the T57 has to come from one of them, unless he's mega brain and goes all the way back around. Then yeah, I can't see that happening with just a minute left on the clock, and we get a clutch shot there. If he would have missed that shot, it would have been game over. But secretly I wanted him to miss that shot. I wanted the T57 to win that game. Nevertheless, but I'll show you why. Nevertheless, 9,400 damage, absolutely amazing damage. He gets the steel wall as well, quite a lot of bounce shots and quite low XP, but you don't really get too much XP in a Jaegeru when you're sort of sitting at the back, because you're not doing the spots, etc. And if you look at the T57, 7,896 damage, and that is the reason why I wanted him to win, because if he would have got the kill, he would have gone over 8,000 damage, and you don't ever see that. 2 players in the same match, 1 on each team, doing over 8,000 damage. That is mega rare. But for 7,800 damage, 4 kills, and he doesn't even get an ace. Maybe he got lucky, I don't know, but still, to do that amount of damage when you're only 50% win rate, only 1,200 damage, this guy deserves a medal. And so well played to that T57, but of course well played to Azam there in the Jaegeru. He played that absolutely perfectly, made every single shot count. Now next up, we're going to have another ending, a little bit different, and I'm not actually sure what the hell happens at this ending. Like, I'm just looking at it thinking, what are you doing? What are you doing? So stay tuned, and you'll see very soon what happens at the end. And in the meantime, go subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. We are onwards now. We're trying to chase the 69,000 subscribers, of course, and once we get to 70,000 subscribers, hopefully we'll have another giveaway for you guys. So if you haven't already, subscribe, like and share. And if you really want to support the channel, do become either a channel member or a Patreon. Patrons help me a lot more than the normal members, but of course in return I do always release my footage early on Patreon. Most of my daily videos are released on Patreon a day early, and of course I do stream with those patrons as well. So yeah, and we've got a private chat in Telegram. So yeah, this the Hori, we're looking at the Hori, all that admin shit out of the way. We're watching Mota Euro driving the Hori. Now this is an absolutely fantastic tank, but at the minute his whole team have gone to the right side. There is no mediums, which is probably why they've all come this side. I mean, it's not right and it's not wrong, but usually people go to the left side towards the caves, just like most of the enemy team have gone. But you can see the enemy team, there is some that has gone to the right side as well. And this poor Foch, not quite sure what he's doing. He's just literally sitting there waiting for the shot on the 268. But of course, our Hori manages to get that nice shot, and 1,700 damage done already. Now he's looking at the Sheridan. The Sheridan is actually a big target target, whether or not he's a one-shot or not, because he does the spotting. And if he can get a shot in here on the Sheridan and clear him, that would be a massive advantage to the green team. There is, however, 2 tanks down already. You can see, look at the mini-map, there's 3 red tanks to the right, and there are sort of 4 heavies on the green team. So hopefully they should be able to take care, but they are losing hit points. You can see 2 of them are a one-shot, and there goes the IS-7. So he was being very patient, waiting for the Sheridan, but he probably waited a little bit too long and realized that the Sheridan is not coming out. He's not getting baited. He's staying behind that rock for now, but he does manage to get the shot in on the AMX. Now, as you can see, the heavies have started to fall apart. It is now a 4 versus 5. Gets a nice HE into the AMX there, and there goes the Object 268. So fair play to the Sheridan. He's been very, very patient, and actually he's played quite well. And then there goes the Yo. So it's now all of a sudden a 2 versus 4, and they have got their work cut out. Now, that was an unfortunate bounce on the E100. Could have used that shot here on the AMX 50B instead, and of course he does get a low HE roll, but 3.3k damage done at the moment. And here comes the Sheridan. They really need to clear this Sheridan, and the Sheridan does make a mistake. Unfortunately, low rolls, but the E4 is there to finish him off, to bring it now down to a 2 versus 3. Now, surely the 50B is not just going to sit there. Oh, he is, and again he pays the price and gets a nice HE shot. So 4.4k damage, 4.5k damage. The E4 takes care of the 50B, and now it is a 2 versus 2. Now we know where one of the tanks is because Cap C is being recaught, but still it has to be very careful because that Death Star could be a problem. And of course the E100 looks like he's done a decent job already. 3 kills, and I mean, it's not too bad. But where is these guys? Who is here? Is it the Death Star here, or is it the E100 here? If it's the Death Star, he needs to be very careful that the Death Star doesn't come to the side of him or even the rear, or doesn't even get a HE shot. It's going to be very difficult. But you know, he's going to recap base C. It's just like, no, this is our base. Leave our base alone. And it, of course, it is the Death Star. Now, the E4 is a one-shot and unfortunately does die from the Death Star. But now we know that the Death Star is on a reload. He could potentially shoot him twice, but you can see he doesn't want to risk it. They are winning on supremacy points, and of course now he has Cap C, so he doesn't really have to do the work. The enemy team have to do the work. They have to be the ones that push, because there is only 2.5 minutes left on the clock and almost 700 supremacy points. Now, where is the Death Star going to come? Is he going to come around here, or is he going to try and bait him? Is he going to try and trick him and come from the left side? Nope, he is in fact going to come from the direction he was heading to. So not great play there from the Death Star. Now, me personally, I would probably just rush this Death Star. I mean, he doesn't need to, but that's probably why I lose so much and don't do as much damage as these guys, because I get impatient. Now, I would have probably looked at this and thought, you know what, I can clear this guy. And especially now he's taken that shot. Yes, it was a failed HE, but it was still 500 damage, and I would definitely be rushing this Death Star to try and get that kill. And of course he is doing that, but where is the E100? Now, nice kill there from the Death Star, and it now just leaves the E100, but time is running out, and there is the E100. Now, God knows what is happening to this E100, because he's there. He is there. You've just seen that shot come out. You've just seen there shouldn't be anything wrong with his ping, otherwise he wouldn't have been able to aim that shot and actually nearly hit him. He's just sitting. I don't know. I think he's actually stuck. It looks like he's stuck. So very unfortunate there for the E100. This could have been completely different. And again, he gets a bounce. So at least he's still able to get the shots off, but unfortunately missed the first one, bounced the second one, and yeah, it doesn't look like he's stuck, but yeah, he is stuck then. So not good, but lucky for our guy Motta here, and he is going to get the kill with just a minute left on the clock, and of course now 1,000 supremacy points. So well played, but they do get lucky because that E100 got himself stuck. 9,213 damage. Well played, and the Death Star actually had a really good game there at 5,600. So thank you guys, well played. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.